What's up? Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Snakes and Coffee. Got the fucking intro right this time. Hell yeah. Tinley weekend, man. It was freaking awesome. Had a great time. Got to see all the friends, hang out, smoke good. It was cool, definitely. A lot of cool animals there. Uh, did my content recording YouTube thing. I definitely gotta say props to everybody that does content at shows like that, because I don't know how y'all do it, to be honest. Just being able to get out there and talk to people and be like, hey, you want to do my YouTube video and stuff. Like, everybody was super receptive to that like I approached. But just the fact of actually doing it and finding time and, like, trying to hit these people up while you see that they're not busy and stuff like that. And then the whole fact of just doing it, period, and stuff, it's not easy. You kind of look at it like, oh, you just bust out your camera and record somebody and everything's natural. That's what you're going for, is like the natural reactions and natural footage and stuff, but it's still not easy. Or you're walking through and you don't have that camera ready and you see something going on, like, oh, I want to record that, and by the time you get it out, like, that moment's gone and stuff like that. So shout out to everybody that goes to the shows and does content and does their thing, because yeah it's not easy. It takes a lot. Also, I want to say I was humbled a little bit, I guess. Maybe if that's the right words. I learned I need to step it up a little bit and stuff. If I want to do stuff like that, I was just recording with my phone, which the video came out decent. The audio came out better than I expected. I meant to bring like the little selfie stick thing to like make it easier, and I forgot to bring it with me. I wish I would have, because I think it would have been a little, like I said, a little bit easier. But no, yeah, I think that if you're gonna do stuff like this, the way to go definitely is to like have an actual camera, have a good dynamic mic that goes on top of the camera, or like some good lapel mics that you can give to people and you can wear yourself, something like that. Just better equipment. I think that while the phone held up and did what it was supposed to do and still like was good enough, I think the move is definitely having better equipment, more professional equipment for that type of application, for sure. Amanda, I see you in the chat. What's up? I'm going to smurf you up real quick, and then I'm going to say what's up to everybody in the chat before I ramble my ass on too much. Well, I can't smurf people on the vertical view, so if you're watching that way, switch on over to the regular view. Say what's up in the chat, and then I'll turn you guys blue. All right, Amanda, I got you. Let's say what's up to everybody. Got the homie Eric B. What up, bro? Nice seeing you here. Everybody, do it, he says. Go smash that like button. Hit subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Set it to all. It's right on the top. Easy for you. It's the first one. You can't miss it. And then share this out, man. Help my channel grow. Pause. Got Ashley the Catalina Morph Mixer. It was nice seeing you at the show. It's quick in passing. The tight aisles and stuff was crazy. But I hope you had a good show. Got the homie Wiz. What up, Brody? Hope you didn't have to go back to work today. Hope you guys didn't get too much snow up by you. We got a little bit last night. But I heard before we left the show yesterday that like further north of Wiz, they already had like 18 inches, 20 inches, and they were expecting like 30 something, 40 something. I heard like by Kyle Hoffman's house, like he was already snowed in and stuff like that. So that's crazy. Got F&A, what's up? Fred and AJ. They definitely love their wake and bake. Hell yeah. Appreciate you guys tapping in. Good morning. Got my sister-in-law, Amanda, the Trippy Panda podcast. You guys, everybody go to Amanda's channel right now. Go like, subscribe, follow, share her stuff out. She's trying to build her channel, trying to build her podcast and her followers and her viewing. She had her first live, was it last week? And it was pretty dope. Production quality was crazy, outstanding, amazing. And the whole thing just seemed like really natural. I think that the podcast realm is something where you're gonna really find your footing at. Is that the right word, Amanda? No, it was super natural and it was really, really good. And if I had just found that randomly on YouTube, I would have never in a million years known that that was your first podcast. It looks like you've been doing this professionally for years. So keep it up. Maybe being a radio DJ might be a good career path for you one day, maybe, or something. Might be something worth looking into. Got the homie Ro. What up, Brody? Appreciate you tapping in. I know you're hella busy. Got the new baby. Got 2 jobs, defending our country. Bro, you just be holding it down. The grind don't stop, bro. Appreciate you. Got Jamie. What's up, bro? Appreciate you being here. Good morning. Got the homie E. What up, what up? Good morning, bro. Appreciate you. Got Randall tapping in. Hell yeah. 1/2 a Lindworm. I'll let you guys debate over who's the better half. I'm not gonna get into that one. What's up, bro? Who else we got up in here? I think that's it for right now. Oh yeah, thanks everybody for tapping in. Appreciate you guys spending your morning with me. That's fucking awesome. So yeah, man, Tinley Park. Like I said, I was gonna record content, and I did. Not as much as I wanted to, because like I said, it's not as easy as I thought it was. Not that I thought it was easy, but it's definitely a lot more goes into it than some of you guys might expect. For sure, for sure. Yeah, I didn't get as much as I wanted to. I did manage to get my conspiracy video recorded, edited. Why does that sound weird? Did that last night. I got it ready. I think I'm gonna upload it here officially after the show. Don't know if I'm gonna set it to premiere this evening, afternoonish, or whatever, or tomorrow. But everybody stay tuned. I think I'm just gonna let it go probably sometime today. But I want to like schedule it so it gives YouTube time to like find that right algorithm and push it the way that it should. I think this is gonna be a really good one. You guys are definitely gonna enjoy it. Got some amazing faces on there. Just stay tuned, man. Watch it. It came out really good. My editing skills suck, but even that being said, it still came out really good, I think. What else? What else? I did get some like footage of like the vendors' tables and stuff and their snakes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with that footage yet, or if I'm gonna use it. Not that it's bad, but in my opinion, it's not like good. One thing that I found is while trying to record or even take pictures of some of the snakes in the displays is that you get that the glare of the lights from their displays shining down on top of the box, and you see that on the camera. It was really hard trying to like angle to like not be able to see that, or you know, be able to see the snake in there properly and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna go through some of that footage and see if I can't put something together or maybe release it piece by piece. I don't know yet. Some of it might not even be worth it because you guys might not even be able to see the snakes. That being said, I could have swore I got a picture and not just video. But our coffee close-up pick of the day or whatever, I'm not gonna play the intro, but it's gonna go out to Justin. Let's see. I don't think that snake's on Instagram. Let's look real quick. If you guys seen his recent video on YouTube, you probably know what snake I'm talking about. It's crazy orange. I forgot the full combo. That's why I'm trying to look it up, see if I can find it, so I could at least tell you guys what's in it. No. Dang it. He has not uploaded this snake to Instagram yet. But anyways, yeah, you guys go check out Justin Canova's latest video. Man, what was in that snake? I want to say it was like a cypress red stripe fire. I don't even know what else. But it's just crazy. It's like this bright flaming orange, bro. It looks crazy. Damn, I really wish I had the picture. I snoozed. I'm lacking right now. Let me look through my phone because I don't want to just like talk about it. I want to show you guys this snake. Dude, pause because it's crazy. I don't like this new laptop, like the way that it shows the media in my phone. It doesn't show it in order the way it is in my phone. Like my videos from Tinley are on here, but they're not all at the top and in order like the way they are in my phone gallery. They're just randomly placed about when I look it up through the computer. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm probably never gonna find it, and I'm not gonna make you guys sit here and watch me find it. So, but anyways, it's super cool, super orange. If you guys didn't see it, go check out his latest video. Or stay tuned to my page because I know I got it on video. I guess I'm gonna go through those videos and do something with it. I had to make sure I got that snake on there. That snake is crazy. That being said, it's probably my favorite snake of the show, or at least my favorite ball python of the show for sure. I think my favorite snake of the show again was Carpandro. I don't think I got any pictures or videos of that one. I couldn't even find it again on Saturday or Sunday. I knew exactly where it was, and then I went back to that table and it was gone. He had 3 Carpandros and they were all gone. I think somebody swooped those up and bought them Friday night during the VIP. And access. Because yeah, like I said, Saturday morning they were gone. I literally meant to go get footage of them and stuff, and they were gone. They were. It said 75% carpandro, so I don't know if it was 75% carpet or green tree. They visually looked more heavily towards the carpet side, just that they were like kind of green. So I'm gonna say they were probably 75% carpet, whatever variation of carpet. Looking at it, I think they look kind of like, I'll say they kind of look like coastal, but they could have been jungles, I guess, because it's gonna get messed up when you add the green tree into there. But one of them looked more heavily like a green tree python, though. That one was amazing, like amazing. The colors were on it were really cool. They weren't like super vibrant or stand out the way they would if it was just like a pure green tree. But the cool thing with carpets is the older they get, the better they look. So when that thing's like a couple years old and it's good size and everything, then that's gonna be a super cool looking snake. So whoever swooped that one up, man, congrats to them. Congrats to getting the whole set. I'm assuming one person got all three of them. So big moves there. That's super awesome. I think I might try to do those one day.
Damien.
Hold on 1 second.
Sorry, are you online?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind. It's not fine. It was just something funny.
Okay.
Damien was like, "Mom, we should hold this witnesses at the door, like Bible thumpers." And I like open the door, tell him hail Satan, and shut it. He's like, "I'm not to."
Sorry, guys. That's hilarious. People came by to drop off my son's Chromebook. He's got e-learning to do because these storms ripping through here. Everybody that came up for Tinley, you know what I'm talking about. A couple days ago it was super windy and the roof of his school got torn off literally like a tin can. Which is crazy for up here because stuff like that doesn't happen in Chicago or near Chicago or anything like that. And the wind usually is not like that bad. Everybody thinks Chicago's called the Windy City because of the wind, and it's not. That term comes like from politics. Even though it could get windy here, the wind's usually not that bad because all the big buildings downtown or apartment buildings everywhere in the city break up the wind. So for the wind to have been that strong that tore the roof off the school like that is pretty insane. The school is closed indefinitely until further notice. Obviously, they have no roof, but then it just rained and snowed, so it made it harder for them to mitigate that and take care of that issue this weekend. So yeah, I don't know what's gonna happen there. It's kind of crazy too because it's an alternative school. So these are like the kids that like really need to be there. They really need like that structure and stuff like that. So them not getting it is not a good thing. So hopefully they find like some placement or a temporary building to held classes and until the end of the school year or something like that. I lost my train of thought of what I was talking about right before that. But oh yeah, Carpanjos. I want to try breeding them one day. I think that would be super cool. Though breeding chondros is quote unquote hard. So I'm pretty sure this is the way other people that make the hybrids do it. But I would assume that the move is to use a female carpet and a male chondro. So maybe one day when my carpets are up to the breeding size and age maturity and stuff like that, maybe I'll look for like a male chondro, one that's already like, you know, older and been sexed or whatever. I know people don't really be letting go of the females when they're already sexed and stuff like that. But yeah, maybe you know, it doesn't have to be nothing crazy or design or anything like that either. Especially if I'm gonna make hybrids, you know, I'll just pick up a really cool like high yellow biak or something like that, and then put it to the carpet python, and then I think that'll be cool. And then maybe I could do a little project and make like xanthic carpandros or something like that, because my carpet female still waiting on the shed testing to get finished and come back, but I'm pretty sure she's a visual xanthic. So if she does come back as visual xanthic, then that'll be pretty dope, because then all my carpandro babies will be, you know, like 100% het or whatever. Which, if you guys know about carpets, the xanthic isn't a recessive like they once thought it was. It's actually just like a codon type of thing, and then I guess has like a super. And the way they figured that out is because what people were producing as quote unquote hets were way too visual, had too much visual expression. So amongst the carpet community themselves, they decided, you know, it wasn't a recessive no more, and they weren't gonna like call it a het and stuff like that. The same thing for hypo and carpet pythons. So yeah, that'll be pretty cool, I think, in my opinion. Moving forwards, what else we got? I don't really got no reptile news. I was just super busy with Tinley with the show. I guess one thing I could say for news is Phenome. They released their sex testing for ball pythons, so that's pretty cool. Don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure that right now, if you get a full panel test, that the sex test is included in there for free. Because I just dropped off some sheds with Charlie at the show, and when I look, you know, like online at the little where it shows you the test results, obviously there's nothing on there yet because he hasn't even made it back home. But when you look on there and stuff for the full panel, it the very first top thing is the results for sex. So I mean, I already know that what I gave him. I know what the sex is, so. But it's still pretty cool if that's something that somebody's looking into and stuff. You pay $120 and get a full panel of every single morph, codom, and recessive and sex for $120, $125. You can't beat that, man. That's a steal. So yeah, go check that out. Charlie's booth, or the Phenome booth, was one of the nicest, cleanest booths at the show. Like, that was such a dope professional setup. It wasn't just Charlie's, you know, like little Gray Rider booth like you've seen before. It was, if you didn't know any better and know that that was like just, you know, a booth, like a table like everybody else, you would think that that stuff was like built into the wall and like a permanent structure there. Like, that was really nice, you guys. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out. Don't shout out. Shout out to Charlie. Shout out to Patrick McKnight, or Reptiles. And shout out to the whole rest of the Phenom crew. I know who you guys are. I'm just can't think of everybody's names off the top of my head right now. But yeah, that was a super dope setup. You guys definitely killed it this show and rocked it out. Shout out to the sponsor, man. Shout out to AA round number 3 who vended his first Tinley. Not only did he vend his first Tinley and do a good job and sold a decent amount of animals, his table was the talk of the show. He had some of the nicest snakes of the whole show at his table. Even better than Canova or Bavu or RCR or Rice or anybody like that. Don't get me wrong, those people had some amazing snakes. When you do comparison apples to apples and stuff, you know, like maybe some of the stuff they had was better, like genetically or stuff, than the stuff on Aaron's table. Depends on how you look at it, what you like, what your projects are and stuff like that. You know, I'm not gonna say that anybody's snakes were better than anybody else's because they were all fucking cool and badass. Well, like I said, his table definitely was the talk of the show. He had some crazy snakes on there. He had all the big guys coming over there to take a look. That's cool, man. Shout out to him. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you get invited back to do it again. Yeah, like you definitely did not go unnoticed or anything like that, you know. Everybody was paying attention to you on the pet level, on the breeder level, on the big scale. You know, I'm sure definitely that Potter and Ashley heard about that, or if they might have came over to the table themselves even. I'm not sure. I don't know about that, but that's the type of stuff that's going to get you invited back in the fall and for next year and shit like that. So shout out to you for doing your thing. Everybody else pay attention because that's how you fucking do it. That's how you do it. For me, man, I wasn't supposed to get, make sure nobody hit me. I wasn't supposed to get nothing at this show, snake wise, and I came home with 3. Technically 4, but 1 I gifted to the homie Wiz. And then he went and picked up another one from Chad from CF Steak. So now he got a pair of them that he's got to raise up and breed. So hell yeah. When you do that, bro, let me get one out of that first clutch. They're going to be fire. I already know. But yeah, so got those. Picked up a couple ball pythons. Shout out to the Herpin Harbins. Got super dope Cypress Orange Dream. Says possible honey, but I'm pretty sure that there's honey in there because that doesn't look like a normal Cypress Orange Dream. It's just really bright, really clean. I'll be posting some pictures of it here soon so you guys can see that, or you can go check out Sophisticated Ignorance the other night and catch the replay. I showed it off on there a little bit. Pause. That was a super dope, and it's damn near breeding size too. I could not pass that up. Looking at the comments, hell yeah, bro, you got a Carpondro on its way in the spring. That's what's up, bro. Hell yeah. If I had the money to spend like that, I probably would have grabbed one of those ones that I seen. They were big too. They were like big ass, like breeding size carpandros. Yeah, that would be sick. I'm assuming you're talking about making the Xanthic carpandros. Yeah, that's gonna be cool, I think. Yeah, but shout out to the Harbins on that snake. It was like breeding size, and the price was unbeatable. It was like half the price almost as some other similar combos that people had around the show. And those ones were not breeding size. They still had to be raised up and stuff like that. So shout out to them, and shout out to them on the quality in their cypress stuff, bro. Because their cypress stuff, like, I gotta admit, bro, it's super orange. It's just better quality than I've seen a lot of other people or a lot of other cypress and stuff. I don't know if you guys have noticed. I've definitely noticed this before, and then especially walking around the show. There's for sure at least two like phenotypes or like polymorphic expressions in the cypress. So I've noticed you could especially see it once you start looking at like cypress clowns. There's one where this is almost kind of like how Wiz explains the leopard too. There's one where the pattern gets really squiggly and wonky and crazy and stuff. And then there's another one that's just really, really orange, like way more orange, and messes with the color a lot more than some of the other lines of cypress. So my opinion personally, the cypress, at least for me and the way I plan to use it, is more for color mutation and stuff. So I'll say I would want to go with that, like that really orange line. But what I'm gonna really be looking out for in my own pairings, and if I was to pick up any animals in the future, is I want to get animals that combine both of like the really squiggly pattern and the color. Because I'm definitely a person that likes to play with pattern too. Especially on animals where the pattern mutation is like really strong or repetitive. I like trying to figure out how can I fuck that up? How can I destroy that? How can I, make it look different? Like what everybody's trying to do with monsoon right now. Like a monsoon is a monsoon, so everybody's trying to figure out how to open up the pattern, how to bring some of the regular alien heads back. Like, everybody's trying to figure out how to manipulate it and mess with it. So that's what I like doing. I don't think messing with monsoon is going to be the move for me personally. But yeah, I just like messing with stuff, man. Like making it like different. Like I don't like the traditional clowns, like regular clown pattern. I like the clowns that have like the tight, lines and start getting like an Angolan type of a pattern going on. I like doing stuff like that. What up, Elias? See you in the building, bro. Thank you for tapping in. Yeah, man. I don't really got much else. I didn't prepare. I was just super busy with the show and just hanging out this weekend and just unwinding. I had been really busy the past few weeks, so it was really good to just get a chance to chill and to unwind. and stuff like that, and do it in good company and good friends and stuff like that. It was definitely cool. Yeah. I know that I had been saying that nobody was doing a lot of footage from the past reptile shows that went on the past couple of weeks, like Dallas and ABC and other stuff like that. But there's definitely, I've already seen like tons of stuff on Instagram and then even a little bit on YouTube already from this weekend and stuff. So everybody go check that out. If you didn't get to go to the show and you need your Tinley fix and stuff, there's definitely a lot of good stuff all over Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I'm sure that there's more to come, especially on YouTube, because a lot of people, like to wait them 2-3 days before they upload stuff. They probably got to make it home, unwind from the show themselves, have time to edit the videos and stuff like that, which is cool though, because it gives you like something to watch basically all week or for like the next 2 weeks. And I like it. I think it's cool. Like I said, my video probably is gonna premiere sometime later on this afternoon, so keep your eyes peeled for that one. I'm gonna get it queued up right now after this show and send out the link and all that stuff, so the algorithm has time to build. Help me make this one go viral, man. When it comes out, share that link. It's a cool video. You guys are gonna like it. You guys are gonna laugh. That being said, bro, thanks everybody for tapping in. Appreciate you all. Come back next week. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more prepared for this one, and the show will be back on its like normal path.